It is said that this is a movie that actually scared someone to death. It is also considered one of Asia's 4 legendary horror films, alongside Incantation, The Medium, and Calm. The film is based on director Jason Chong's real-life experience, making its dark sorcery feel even more terrifying. A quick warning, this movie is intense from beginning to end, so make sure to watch it with your bravest friends. The story takes place in Kedah, a small state on the border between Malaysia and Thailand. Even though the area is small, it is filled with people from different backgrounds. Almost every family follows its own beliefs and customs. A newcomer named Ah Chang wants to fit into the community as quickly as possible. To do that, he begins worshipping a local land deity known as Datuk Gong. One day, Ah Chang notices a snake beneath Datuk Gong's shrine. He immediately assumes the snake is the deity's physical form. Without hesitation, he bows before the shrine and prays for blessings and prosperity for his family. But the moment he finishes speaking, the snake suddenly slithers toward his neighbor's house. Seeing this, Ah Chang ignores his wife's attempts to stop him and chases after it. Not only does he fail to catch the snake, but he also accidentally smashes the wooden door panel of his neighbor Anand's house. Sure enough, that night, Anand arrives at his doorstep with his family, demanding an explanation. It turns out Anand's family worships at the heavenly official temple. In his eyes, damaging the door was the same as disrespecting the gods protecting his home. Because of that, he insists Ah Chang must take responsibility. Faced with Anand's aggressive attitude, Ah Chang is too scared to even open the door. He slips $20 through a hole and tells Anand to buy a new wooden panel. After angrily warning Ah Chang, Anand leaves that very night on his electric scooter to buy the replacement board in town. Meanwhile, Ah Chang's wife, Ah Yan, worries that Anand may come back and cause more trouble. She decides to cover the hole in the door with newspaper. Just as she is about to return to her room and rest, she suddenly hears the neighbors talking. Anand has been involved in a terrible accident shortly after leaving the village. A truck ran over his head on the spot. His death was horrifying. When Ah Yan hears the news, she immediately worries that Anand's family might blame her husband for what happened. Sure enough, late that night she looks out the window and sees Anand's mother slowly walking toward their house while carrying a lit candle. Under Ah Yan's confused gaze, the old woman places the candle into a flower pot beside Datuk Gong's shrine. Then she clasps her hands together and begins chanting a spell. It is obvious that Anand's mother is placing a curse on Ah Chang. Unfortunately, Ah Yan is a firm atheist. She does not believe in ghosts, spirits, or gods. In her eyes, the old woman is simply performing a ritual for her dead son. The next morning, a neighbor tells Ah Yan that Anand's mother packed her belongings and returned to her hometown during the night. Hearing this, Ah Yan finally relaxes. She believes no one will come looking for trouble anymore. What she does not know is that at that very moment, Ah Chang suddenly collapses beside a fish pond while catching fish. Luckily, some children playing nearby witness what happened and immediately run back to the village to alert the adults. The villagers rush over and carry Ah Chang home. Seeing how weak her husband looks, Ah Yan assumes he has been bitten by a poisonous snake. However, after carefully examining his arms and legs, she cannot find a single wound. With no other explanation, she asks her son to bring over some medicated oil and rubs it onto Ah Chang's temples. Only then does he slowly regain consciousness. But before Ah Yan can feel relieved, people around her begin saying that Ah Chang has been cursed. She refuses to believe it. In her opinion, her husband simply collapsed from exhaustion. However, as night falls, Ah Chang's condition becomes much worse. He starts vomiting non-stop. Then, accompanied by several sharp clinking sounds, Ah Yan is horrified to discover that her husband has vomited up several iron nails. Terrified and desperate, she immediately takes Ah Chang to the hospital in the middle of the night. But the neighbor accompanying them, Sister Alai, warns Ah Yan that she should listen to what the villagers have been saying. Ah Chang is most likely possessed by an evil force. Otherwise, how could a perfectly healthy person? But Ah Yan still refuses to believe that evil spirits or curses exist. After failing to convince her, Sister Alai leaves the hospital. A short time later, Ah Chang finishes his examination. The doctor tells them that he is suffering from food poisoning and should recover after taking some medicine. However, Ah Yan believes the doctor is wrong. She tells the nurse that her husband has not eaten anything all day, so food poisoning makes no sense. She then brings out the basin containing the objects Ah Chang vomited and tries to show the nurse the iron nails. To her surprise, the nurse thinks her story is completely unbelievable. She bluntly tells Ah Yan that if her husband is really vomiting nails as she claims, then he should see a witch doctor instead of a physician. Hearing this, Ah Yan has no choice but to take her husband home in a taxi. On the way back, the driver suddenly hears a loud bang from the roof of the car. Thinking the vehicle has malfunctioned, he quickly pulls over and gets out to inspect it. But after checking everything, he finds nothing unusual. Although Ah Yan still rejects the idea that her husband is cursed, she starts suspecting that someone intentionally forced the nails into his stomach. The next morning, she visits a nearby hardware store and asks whether anyone recently purchased rusty nails. After investigating for quite some time, she comes up empty-handed. As several more days pass, Ah Chang's condition not only fails to improve, but grows even worse. At the same time, Anand's mother returns to the village on the 7th day after her son's death. She brings a group of people with her and holds a ritual ceremony for Anand. Afterward, she leads everyone to the location where Anand died in the accident. Coincidentally, this is also the exact spot where Ah Chang collapsed not long ago. At this point, the truth seems obvious. The reason Ah Chang remains bedridden is because Anand's mother has placed a curse on him. Lying in bed, Ah Chang Chang has begun to suspect the same thing. He decides to find Anan's mother and beg for forgiveness, hoping she will remove the curse. But Ayan stops him. She urges her husband not to keep believing such nonsense. In her mind, curses simply do not exist. What Ayan does not know is that late that very night, after all the guests from the ritual have left, Anan's mother suddenly hears crying coming from near the fish pond. She immediately walks toward the sound. There, she sees a headless man crouching on the ground, sobbing uncontrollably. Tears instantly fill her eyes. She recognizes the ghost at once. It is her son, Anan. After that night, Anan's mother leaves the village once again. Meanwhile, Ayan watches her husband's health continue to deteriorate with no sign of recovery. In the end, she is forced to compromise. She decides to seek help from a well-known local shaman. Unexpectedly, the shaman tells her that Ah Chang is not suffering from a curse at all. According to him, Ah Chang angered the mountain grandmother's spirit by urinating carelessly on Xiangyu Mountain. The shaman explains that if Ah Chang wants to recover, they must first bring offerings to Xiangyu Mountain and ask the mountain grandmother's spirit for forgiveness. After that, Ah Chang must drink a sacred red liquid that the shaman personally spits out. When Ayan brings the sacred water home, she feels it looks unhygienic and unclean. She decides to heat it in a pot to sterilize it. Just then, her two sons return from school. They tell her they need a parent's signature for a school assignment. Because of this brief distraction, she accidentally lets the sacred water boil for too long. By the time she remembers it, most of the liquid has nearly evaporated. Even so, Ayan refuses to give up. The next day, she takes the prepared offerings and heads to Xiangyu Mountain to worship the mountain grandmother spirit. First, she lights a row of candles on the ground. Then she begins praying sincerely. She hopes the spirit will be merciful and forgive her husband's disrespectful actions. Suddenly, a strange woman's voice echoes from inside a nearby cave. Ayan is startled on the spot. At first, she assumes someone is hiding there and pretending to be a spirit. But after searching everywhere, she cannot find a single person. For the first time, Ayan begins to believe that the mountain grandmother spirit may have truly answered her prayers. However, the reality is, in reality, there really is a young woman hiding beneath the rock below her. The position is perfect, completely blocking Ayan's view and preventing her from seeing anyone. The girl then tells Ayan that she has been deceived. First, she explains that the mountain grandmother spirit is not from Malaysia, so she would never be interested in local offerings. The girl continues by saying that the spirit's real name is Kei Niang. She was originally a princess from Quanzhou, China. Many years ago, she traveled by ship with a prime minister on a journey to Thailand. Along the way, they stopped in Kedah to rest. Unexpectedly, a powerful local shaman became obsessed with Kei Niang's beauty and demanded that she marry him. Terrified, the delegation secretly sailed away during the night, but their escape only enraged the shaman. He used magic to command an elephant to drink up the sea. Not only did this prevent the ship from continuing its voyage, but he also transformed both the elephant and the ship into what is now Xiangyu Mountain. As a result, Kei Niang became trapped inside the mountain forever. After learning that she had been misled, Ayan leaves in disappointment. By the time she returns home, it is already late at night. What immediately strikes her as strange is that both of her sons are still outside the house. They tell her that their father has gone crazy. According to them, he had just smashed one of the windows. Hearing this, Ayan is terrified. She rushes into the bedroom and finds Ah Chang silently staring out the broken window. Thinking he simply wants to look at the pet bird he keeps, she tells him she will hang the bird cage in the tree tomorrow. To her surprise, Ah Chang says he broke the window because someone is coming to see him. He is afraid that person will not be able to find him otherwise. Hearing her husband speak such bizarre words nearly breaks Ayan emotionally. In the end, she can only lean against him, hoping to find some comfort. But the strange events are far from over. The next morning, while preparing to hang up the bird cage, Ayan discovers that the bird that had been perfectly healthy the day before is now dead. With no other choice, she and her two sons bury the bird beneath the large tree in front of their house. Over the following days, Ah Chang's condition becomes even worse. He eventually loses control of both his bladder and bowels. At this point, it seems he does not have much time left. Completely out of options, Ayan finally accepts that her husband may truly be suffering from dark sorcery. She asks Sister Alai to help her find a real shaman. What she does not expect is that this particular shaman dislikes the villagers' habit of worshipping all kinds of strange gods and spirits. Because of that, he initially refuses to help. He even sarcastically suggests that Ah Chang should ask Datuk Gong for assistance. Then he shuts the door in their faces. Fortunately, Ayan refuses to give up her last bit of hope. After repeated pleading from both women, the shaman finally softens and agrees to help. He invites Ayan inside alone. First, he lights a candle on a plate. Then he takes out a bronze bowl and fills it with clear water. After placing a wooden stick into the water, he instantly discovers the source of the curse. Seeing the shaman uncover details about her family without ever leaving his seat, Ayan can no longer deny the existence of supernatural powers. The shaman then explains that the cursed spirit harming Ah Chang has been hiding in the large tree outside their home. To defeat it, Ayan must pour the sacred water in a circle around the tree. Then she must drive a short sword into the ground beneath it. Once she does, something strange will appear under the tree. After retrieving that object, she must wrap it together with Datuk Gong's statue in black cloth and throw everything into the sea. Only then will the curse be completely broken. When Ayan follows the instructions exactly, a small ghost with snow-white skin suddenly appears in the tree. At the same time, Ah Chang, who has been too weak to even get out of bed, suddenly crawls to the window and stares at the tree. He keeps repeating the same words over and over. He's coming, he's coming. Seeing this, Ayan quickly shuts the window. She then goes to the tree, pulls out the short sword, and challenges the ghost to come out and face her. Although the ghost never appears, she notices a rope emerging from the ground. When she pulls it out, she discovers several missing pieces of clothing that had disappeared from the house days earlier. Among them is a wooden doll. Following the shaman's instructions, Ayan packs the doll together with Datuk Gong's statue and prepares to drive to the coast. But the moment she starts the car, another loud bang comes from the roof. The ghost is clinging to the top of the vehicle. At this point, however, Ayan is too desperate to care. She eventually reaches the pier safely. Unfortunately, a new problem awaits her. The boatmen are on strike. No matter how much she begs, none of them are willing to take her out to sea. Just as she falls into despair, a female boat operator suddenly offers to help. What Ayan does not realize is that this young woman is the same girl she met on Xiangyu Mountain. Although the boat is small and worn down, Ayan has no other choice. She boards the vessel and heads out into the ocean. Before long, she senses that someone else may be on the boat with them. Just as she is about to turn around, the boatwoman quickly stops her. The cursed ghost is sitting directly behind her. The boatwoman warns Ayan to throw the black cloth into the sea immediately. Most importantly, no matter what she hears, she must never look back. Terrified, but determined, Ayan follows the instructions and tosses the bundle into the ocean. Sure enough, the ghost instantly disappears. As dawn approaches, the boatwoman gazes into the distance and begins singing a song about longing for home. She says she envies Ayan because she will soon be able to return home. Unlike her, she can never return to her hometown of Guangzhou again. The moment Ayan hears those words, she finally understands the truth. The young woman before her is Kenyang herself, the legendary mountain grandmother spirit. After Ayan returns home, Ah Chang's health begins improving almost immediately. From that day forward, Ayan gains a newfound respect for the unseen forces that exist beyond human understanding.